All right. So the question is, how have you been able to handle it since you've been standing in front of the camera for the last 2 days straight, teaching our members all across the world?
You know, in fact, it's interesting because I've been teaching a purpose workshop, and purpose is all about, how do you live your life on purpose and align your values with what you do. Because when your values aren't aligned with your goals, your values will always win. One example from the course was one young gentleman whose highest and best values were that of calmness, peace, and I forget the third one. It was similar to that, right? And yet his goals are these massive, lofty financial goals. And I said, well, so you go to work every day with the goal of calmness, peace, and that, and then you expect to achieve these massive goals. I said, you've consciously set your goals, right? You've consciously chosen what you want in the world, but you've unconsciously or subconsciously allowed the creation of this set of values that are overriding what you've consciously chosen you want. So now what we need to do is consciously choose your set of values, consciously choose your identity, so that your values and your identity actually bring to life those dreams and goals that you have. And so when you ask the question, how do you do that for 2 straight days? Pretty easy when it's what you actually really enjoy doing. There's always energy when you're doing something you love. There's always, where there's purpose, there's passion. And where there's passion, there's enthusiasm, energy, all of that stuff follows. So because what I was doing these last 2 days is living on purpose, and it's in line with world abundance through business re-education, it's in line with who I am, in line with what I love, it allows me to have the energy to keep doing that. That plus exercise, eating reasonably well, sleeping, water. Sarah keeps me hydrated when I'm in there. There's like a couple of jugs of water that get done during the time. But also when you're doing a workshop, when you're teaching from stage, like a keynote speech or a speech where it's just you are putting out a lot of energy. Okay, and so you have to learn to manage that energy. One of our workshops that you guys will get access to in the how is the personal growth workshop, and that masterclass is really about how do you grow your energy as a coach. See, when you start coaching, you'll get your first 4 or 5 clients, and you'll coach them, and you'll be like, oh my God, I'm annihilated. I don't have any energy left. You'll be, how am I ever going to work with 20? And then you'll get to 8 and you'll go, gee, 4 or 5 is easy. At 8, I'm dying type thing. And then you'll get to 15 and 12, and your energy will grow with it. You'll learn to manage your energy around it. And instead of just pouring it out, you'll actually it'll build you up. You will feel stronger at the end of the day, even though you've worked a massive day. And because you're on purpose and you're present, meaning you're in the moment sort of thing, when you're in the moment, it fills your buckets. When you're on purpose, it fills your bucket. It doesn't drain your bucket type thing. So, yeah, my answer to your question, Andy, is it fills my buckets doing that thing. It gives me more than it takes out of me. So, Now, if I hated doing it, if it was legal work, if we were sitting around doing legal contracts, I'd be annihilated after an hour.